Yeah, these look about right. So what we got? Standard unit, 1/2 meter tall, 2 meters long. That weighs 500 kilos. At about 1/2 ton apiece, means that it's carrying about 5 tons of cargo.
Enough from the clown!
Welcome to Busy Brain Club, where thinking is free and we should do more of it. In this video, we're going to do 3 things. 1, we're going to expose a prominent YouTuber and all-time hater of everything Elon. This guy's name is thunderf00t. This man is either lying to his audience in spectacular fashion or he's incompetent in spectacular fashion. Number 2, we're going to show you a better way to assess the information about the Tesla Semi's cargo capacity. And number 3, we're going to use those same methods to estimate the actual cargo capacity of the Tesla Semi. And we're going to do it all without requiring a physics degree. All you need for this video is your eyes and ears. Step number 1. Let's get into what thunderf00t has to say about the towing capacity of the Tesla Semi. A full link to his video will be in the description. Let's roll this clip.
You'll notice that speedometer is climbing. We're going 6% and accelerating up that grade.
It's like driving a normal car, not like driving a truck. It's just that you're moving 82,000 pounds.
So again and again, they're almost boasting about how the truck is the maximum allowable weight for a truck on the road, which is about 40 tons. But it's such an irrelevant number. The only number people care about is how much of that is cargo.
So this is perhaps one of the only parts of the video I agree with. Why are the cargo capacities so important? You see, the people who buy trucks, freight brokers, shippers, and anybody dealing with logistics in land transport need to know this information, because there's a million things that get shipped, from toilet paper to heavy industrial equipment. So this information is crucial in maximizing the efficiency from moving products from one part of the country to the next, or between distribution points.
The only number people care about is how much of that is cargo, which Musk is masterfully reluctant to give this critical number. Almost like it's embarrassingly small, just like everyone told him it would be. Well, if Musk's not going to give us the numbers, I guess we're just going to have to try and figure it out ourselves.
But don't worry, thunderf00t is going to masterfully massage the numbers.
Those look kind of like concrete barriers. So all we're going to do is look up how much they weigh and we can roughly calculate it from that. Yeah, these look about right. A couple of meters long, about 1/2 meter tall. All we got to do is figure out how much they weigh and count up how many are on the flatbed, and we can calculate how much the Tesla Semi is hauling. So what we got? Standard unit, 1/2 meter tall.
The first problem with his calculation is his initial assumption. He just chose a concrete barrier that fits his narrative. There was no reasoning as to how he arrived at the estimated size, like cherry picking at its finest. He says the concrete barriers are 1/2 meter tall and a couple meters long. If you translate that to feet, it means the barricade's height, being 1/2 meter long, when you stand beside it, wouldn't even reach your knee. That don't make any sense. And as you can see, those barriers don't look anywhere that short. Now let's take a look at the length.
We got standard unit, 1/2 meter tall, 2 meters long. That weighs 500 kilos.
He says they're a couple meters long. Well, a couple meters translates to approximately 6.5 feet. Let's explore a better way of looking at this problem, a more thoughtful way. Step 2. For this number to make any sense, we need to compare to some other numbers. Let's take a look back at the video and pause it at the frame exactly where both semi-trucks and trailers are side by side. We're going to try to get the numbers for those trailers first. As you can see, they look identical in terms of the length. So let's take a look at Google search to find out a typical size for both these trailers. Both the box style trailer, which is called a dry van, and a flatbed trailer comes typically in two sizes, 48 feet and 53 feet. For simplicity, we're going to use the smallest size, the 48 feet. Remember, Thunderfoot estimates the barriers at a couple meters long, which translates to 6.5 feet, and there are 4 rows of them. If you stack these barricades longitudinally, it would occupy 26 feet, which is a little over half the space available on the trailer, with 22 feet of free space left. And from the screenshot image, you can see there's not that much space available. That would equal to 22 feet. So his estimates of these barricades being half a meter tall and a couple meters long is inaccurate, to say the least. But I'll give him one thing: he sounds confident while saying this bullshit.
Yeah, these look about right. A couple of meters long, about half a meter tall. All we gotta do is figure out how much they weigh and count up how many are on the flatbed.
Now that we establish that Thunderfoot is incompetent, step 3. Let's do our own calculation based on what we see. First, let's look for these concrete barriers. Great, we found some. So these barriers are 32 inches tall, which is almost 3 feet, which sounds about right. They come in different lengths. Let's use the 8 feet spec. Crunch the numbers and see what we get. 4 rows at 8 feet each, stacked longitudinally, god damn that word, would give you 32 feet. The free space on the 48-foot bed would be 16 feet. The load capacity would be 3,575 pounds times 11, which is 39,292 pounds. It still begs the question, is there 16 feet of free space left on the bed? Even 16 feet of free space seems a little large when you look at the screenshot. If you should divide it out, there will be maybe 6 feet of available space at the front, 6 feet at the back, and 4 feet of gap there in the middle. That itself doesn't look accurate. The spacing looks much smaller. Let's crunch the numbers on the 10-foot barricade and see visually if it would make more sense. 10-foot barriers are barricades, 4 rows each 40 foot, which would leave 8 foot of free space on the 48-foot trailer. I couldn't find the spec sheets for the 10-foot barrier, but we could derive the numbers from the 8-foot spec. First, we would have to divide the total pounds by 8. That would give us the weight of the barrier per foot of barrier. So it's 3,575 divided by 8, which gives you approximately 446. Times that by 10, you get 4,460. So 4,460 pounds would be the weight of a 10-foot barrier. Okay, so if you multiply the 4,460 by 11, you get 49,060. So now convert the 49,060 pounds to tons, you get 24.5 tons approximately, which is very good. And visually, this looks like the most accurate representation of the numbers. Very impressive, as it's maxing out the flatbed trailer cargo weight, and with a promise of even more efficiency in the future from software updates. This Tesla semi product will be a game changer for the industry, a true disruptor of transporting goods across the country. If you like what you see in this video, consider subscribing, liking the video, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.